It must be to the north, near the outlet of the river.
A big river? With many falls?
Yeah, the big river.
Okay, good. That's something. Let me get my bearings, and we'll figure out how to get there. Por el amor de Dios.
Do you know where we are?
Let me think. It's been so long. This is my first time back on the island in nearly 12 years. Ingen has changed it so much.
Tell me about Ingen and this island. What does it have to do with you?
I grew up here, you know, below those trees. My people were fishermen. We would make our homes near the water during the fishing season. I loved the water. I would swim in the ocean. So far. That's why my father called me Nima. I could go anywhere. Run in the jungle, climb the trees. These monsters. There was never anything like them on this island before. It was all very peaceful before Ingen bought the island from Costa Rica.
Huh?
I didn't realize this island had been inhabited before. Ingen moved your people?
They promised us homes and medicine. Education.
They didn't keep their promise.
I guess from your point of view they did. But the homes were slums and the medicine was extra or half-used or contaminated. We had schools but no teachers. The island is so different now. I know the island. It's part of me. But when Ingen came to the island, important men from Costa Rica came and asked my father to go back with them. They wanted my father to make a good impression so that Costa Rica could ask Ingen for a good deal of money for our island. When he was in Costa Rica, he was asked to cut his hair and wear a suit so that he wouldn't seem simple to the Ingen people. I felt as I feel now. My father was different. I knew him, but some part of him had been lost.
I'm sure it was a very difficult time for your father.
I know he wanted what was best for our people. He was too trusting. They took advantage of him.
Oh.
He sounds like a brave man. Were you too close?
When we were on the island, yes. We were always together. My father was an awa, a spiritual healer. He sang for Sibo, who created the earth. He was very important to our tribe. But after we left the island, he would not keep up the old traditions. He was always unhappy.
That's very sad. And that question that I tried to ask before, but I couldn't.
For Ingen. And my father and I would go to the ocean to fish. When I would swim in the ocean, my father would say, Nima!
There we go.
Little fish! Little fish, do not swim so far. I cannot catch you so far out. When Ingen came to move us to Costa Rica, I became very angry with my father. Whatever he would tell me to do, I would refuse. But he would never be angry with me. He would say that I am a fish who would never eat the fisher's bait. He was right. To me, everything had a string attached.
Do you still blame him for everything?
No, I have forgiven him. I know to blame Ingen now. He would always remind me of my stubbornness. I believe that's how I must always be. You know, no ties, no temptation. But then I had Atlanta, my mariquita. She is almost of an age where she will outgrow my protection. Young girls on the streets in my neighborhood, they get snatched up by local cartels, run drugs, or worse, some just disappear. Now there is no choice. Everything I do for her. Now I am the fisher, and at the same time, I have come to a way in my life where I must always chase the bait. I want for Atlanta to be free. I want for her to have opportunities that I didn't have. I just hope I can be there for her the way my father was there for me. She can be stubborn like her mother used to be, and refuse the fisher's bait. I think I know now it's a good way to be. I think that my father believed that too.
Just changed my life too. Choose my second wife, second daughter. Apparently I'm the genetic carrier of rebellion because both my daughters got it. I worked so hard to protect Jess and keep her out of trouble.
What about you? Did you turn out so good because your parents kept you out of trouble?
Me? I was a little hellion myself. Uncontrollable. It's in my genes. Oh, now you know this is different. Still, one thing Jess really hasn't had in her life is a present father figure. Well, you've turned into quite the capable woman. Your father must be very proud of you.
Thank you, Jerry. I should have realized that sooner, though.
I'm sure he knew. Nima, look,
What is it?
I'm sorry about what InGen has done to your island. This isn't the way things should have been done.
I don't blame you, Jerry. You're a good person. I see that.
But I take my pay from InGen. I owe you something.
All right, Jerry. Enough talk.
You know where we are?
I have a good idea. It's a difficult hike. Do you feel rested?
Hungry. A little thirsty, but I just want to get to Jess.
Good. Shh.
Oh great, the Dilophosaurus.
Did you guess Dilophosaurus?
Hello?
That was actually the call of a whooping swan.
Oh.
Dinosaurs shared many features with modern-day birds. For instance, we now know that many theropod dinosaurs from the Jurassic period's vocal organs are just like modern birds. We are arriving at the fourth of 7 lookouts along the tour. Your Jurassic Park tour vehicle will stop for 5 minutes to let you stretch your legs and take photographs of our animals.
It's so
Next
beat
stop,
up.
the Jurassic Park Marine Facility and Aquarium.
Okay, really fast. Something that Nima can say during the conversation, I guess if you pick like the right, you know, questions or whatever, I apparently didn't do it. During that conversation, she can actually tell you what her history is with Oscar. And what happened is that when InGen came to the island, some of Nima's people wouldn't leave. So I guess InGen hired mercenaries to come and basically, you know, kick the people out, and Oscar was one of those mercenaries. And apparently during them, you know, forcibly removing people, I guess they were killing people. So, and I mean, I guess Nima obviously saw that, like she saw him killing her people because they wouldn't leave their island and stuff, so, you know, sorry I didn't pick the right conversation question there. There's a lot of information that you get from that conversation, and I just didn't get everything is all.
Would you look at this?
What are they?
They look like feeder tanks. This could be a hatchery.
A hatcher what?
They're raising these fish to feed another animal, like at Marine World.
Like the killer whales?
Precisely.
That's a lot of fish. How many whales are they feeding?
I don't know. It looks like each of these tanks could feed 3 or 4 orcas per day.
Oh, you're a fish expert now.
I can make an educated guess.
Look, there's a sign over there. It looks like a schedule or something.
This is a hatchery. That's the stocking schedule for the tanks.
Something tells me these fish aren't for feeding whales, huh, Doc?
Nope.
Hold up. I hear something.
Yeah, there's something prancing around.
All clear.
No? I heard something.
Dad!
Jess.
No, maybe it was
Oh,
just them.
thank God. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Just, can we go home now?
I'm so glad you two are safe, Jerry. How did you manage to get here?
We climbed out of the tunnels through a service hatch near one of the tour routes. Luckily, someone left the tour program running. Thanks.
You mean...
Dr. Sorkin, the phones are not working.
I'm sorry?
There is no dial tone. You said the phones would be working here.
That's odd. My control terminal showed that the main lines here were active. Unless... Of course. Everything is controlled by the computer systems, even the phones. If the power outage outlasted the battery backups, then the system is probably just waiting to be booted up.
Get us to the phones, Doc. We don't have a lot of time.
Mr. Yoder, I refuse to be pushed around by you any longer.
He's
Look,
unstable.
This isn't a day trip. If we don't contact InGen and get another helicopter out here for you all, the next flight over the island is gonna be a wing of B-52s carrying holy hellfire.
What?
That's right, Doc. We're gonna murder all your precious little pets and sink this island into the Pacific.
Dios mío. That's what you meant by ground zero?
Yeah, that's right.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? This is my home!
What do you mean you're home? I didn't tell you earlier because I thought we'd be off the island by now.
This island is the ancestral home of her people.
Wait. What is Dr. Sorkin doing?
Laura. Wait, what are you...
Where is she going?
I don't know. This rotunda. It's where the control room is. She's going to the phones without us.
Damn it! Get that elevator back up here!
Oh, they've really made a lot of progress in construction here. Paleozoic, huh? Well, most of the specimens here aren't really from the Jurassic period anyway.
About Yoder, first of all, that was totally dickish how Jerry's talking about it being the ancestral home of Nima's people, and he's just like, no, I don't care, shrug. Second of all, I think it's pretty clear that he's unstable at this point, so I just, wouldn't argue with him unless it was absolutely necessary. Third of all, each time I've played this game, I've kind of pondered to myself as to whether or not I like him better like when he's nice or when he's like this, because when he's just being kind of like silly Yoder, he's just kind of like, he acts like an idiot even though he isn't one and he's just a jackass. This way he's at least more like serious and I just take him more seriously. But at the same time he's unnecessarily dickish. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
Interesting concept. Living fossils. I guess you can't expect a mosquito to feed on fish swimming hundreds of meters under the sea.
This little pool is cool. Were these creatures all cloned like the dinosaurs?
No, these aren't actually extinct animals, Jess. They live in the oceans today. They're called living fossils because they haven't evolved much from the ancient fossil forms discovered by paleontologists.
Oh, is that a horseshoe crab?
Those
Could
things
be.
are creepy.
To be honest, I don't really know all that much about sea fauna.
Fauna.
What?
How you holding up, Jess?
I can't stop shaking. I'd literally rather be back in jail for shoplifting. I'm just so tired of running, Dad.
I know, me too. But we're safe for now. Ah, Paleozoic. From oldest to newest. Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian.
How did you two get here so fast?
A tour vehicle picked us up.
Great. Here I was running for my life in those tunnels, and you two are on a date.
A date? Give me a break.
Why do you have an aquarium here? Can you even clone an ancient fish?
Not as far as I know. I don't know of any amphibious mosquitoes.
Huh?
Well, you remember how the tour explained that we get our dino DNA from fossilized mosquitoes, right? Mosquitoes can't exactly bite an animal that spends its life underwater.
Oh, yeah. Good point. I don't want to do this anymore, Dad. Can't we just wait here for another rescue?
That's what we're gonna do. But first we have to call for that other rescue.
What if it goes just as bad as the first one?
Hey, look at me. We'll get through this. What do I always say about the glass of water being half full or half empty, huh? Hey, I ordered a beer. That's my girl.
Dad, I'm so sorry I caused all this trouble.
Hey, this isn't your fault.
It is! With the smoking, the dinosaurs, the stealing, my grades. I don't mean to be such a screw-up all the time.
Look, Jess, I know I can come down on your heart sometimes. I feel like I have to cram months of being a dad into the few short days I get with you. But you're an amazing young woman. I'm proud of you, and I don't want you to have to make the same mistakes I've made.
I can't imagine how I would react if someone in my family said that to me.
What is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Looks like a mosasaur.
Mosa what? It looks kind of scary.
Well, it's sort of a sea lizard of sorts. You think of a big moray eel with a crocodile head.
Fantastic.
Croco eel? Great. Sounds charming.
Don't worry, there are no sea creatures on my list of park animals.
Then what are all the feeder fish for?
Feeder fish?
Yeah, we came through a big room filled with tanks of fish. Laura said they were for feeding other animals, like whales.
Well, let's not jump to any conclusions.
There is a marine exhibit, Jerry. I mean, did you think they would spare no expense and build this great big huge thing and not have some kind of giant sea creature in it? I mean, you think they'd make this great big facility for living fossils?
I'll be by the elevator, all right?
Okay, Dad.
Great. Where would the training manual be?
Can I talk to Nima?
Is everything all right between you two?
Mind your own business and get the elevator running.
You weren't
I wasn't
invited.
talking to you.
Yeah.
No more fighting. Things are bad enough as they are.
You weren't fucking invited into that conversation, Yoder. Can I talk to you, Nima?
I need to get the elevator running.
Oops. Okay, well I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing there, so...
Information. Sure could use some now. Oh good, instructions. Insert operator's key into key slot. Okay, etc, etc. Code expires in 24 hours. Morning operations reset procedure. Turn key counterclockwise to input notch and hold for 3 seconds. Keypad will reset and beep 3 times. Turn key clockwise to reset. Enter previous code, then new code. Huh, that's easy enough. Huh, very clever. Looks like they're using numbers from the dates of the Paleozoic era as daily key codes. Okay, so the plaque for the Paleozoic era preceded the oldest period at the display. Maybe the sequence doesn't start at the beginning of the week. Today is Saturday. I need Friday's code.
Okay, I have played this game multiple times, and this still makes my head explode every single time. Like, this puzzle really screws me up. Okay, hang on. Let's look at that.
I'll be over by the info desk, okay?
Yeah, Dad.
There's enough here for me to deduce the order, if I can just recall the order of the display.
Shut up. What's the one at the bottom there?
Oh, what is that mnemonic? Camels
carbon.
often sit down carefully. Perhaps they're... yada, yada, yada.
Okay, carbon is at the bottom. So, okay. I think...
Paleozoic, Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian.
I think it's Devonian.
I'll be over by the info desk, okay?
You
Yeah,
don't need
Dad.
to tell her every single time, okay? Okay, I think it's Devonian. Or Permian? I'm gonna go with Devonian.
Devonian. Named after Devonshire. Maybe. Let's try this one.
Okay, what's the code on it? Do I have to know what the code is? Jerry? Maybe he'll remember it. Okay. Counterclockwise. Jerry, why are you walking away from it? I must be hitting the wrong button. Okay, this must be to walk away from it, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Jerry. Jerry. Reset. What? Give me the instructions.
Turn key to input, hold for 3 seconds, turn to
Input.
reset, then enter old code, followed by a new code. Input, hold, reset, code.
Okay. Input, hold, reset, code. Input. Input. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now please enter in the code by yourself. Thank you.
Aw, crud. Must have picked the wrong photo.
Okay, fine. Permian. Permian. At least I figured out how the frickin' elevator thing worked. Okay. Permian. We're gonna go with Permian.
Permian. Sounds right. Okay, best guess.
Okay. Let's go back over here. I don't need to see that exact same animation over and over again. I just don't. Okay. Input, hold, reset, code.
9251. All right, new code. Let's keep it simple.
Don't take them out, moron.
Hey, don't open that. Are you crazy? Someone will see.
Relax.
See what?
Damn it, you careless idiot.
What was that thing? Some kind of spy gear?
Yeah, that's right. Top secret. In fact, if you tell anyone about it, I'll have to kill you.
You won't lay a finger on her.
Dick.
I was just kidding around.
Yeah, sure you were, you psychopath.
Everyone, I got the elevator working.
About time.
What's going on here?
He's being a dick.
Nothing. We're all cool.
He's being unstable and a dick. I don't care about someone seeing the can, I care about the embryos going bad. Threatening Jess like that.
Oh, jeez, get over it. Let's go. We don't got all day.
I understand Oscar wasn't always the most savory character, but the kind of person he was when he died, I don't think he would have stood for Billy threatening Jesse like that.
Dad, my ears.
Attention,
What's
guests.
going on?
The Lagoon Rotunda and Spectacular is housed in a pressurized underwater environment. We suggest you pinch your nose and push your breath to equalize your ears while we descend. If you experience any lasting discomfort or feel unusually giddy, let your attendant know immediately.
Giddy?
They're talking about nitrogen narcosis. It's a risk of breathing pressurized air.
What makes you the expert?
I, saw it in a movie. Whoa! Is that where we're going?
I think so. My God. Wasn't expecting any of this.
This is so cool.
Careful. I'll lead.
Cool. Look at that.
I want to speak with Hammond. No, this can't wait. Can you connect me to Mr. McGuire? Or no, Peter Ludlow? Please hurry. No, look. This is Dr. Laura
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Park. I am still on the premises. Get me somebody. Mr. Parker, I do not need rescuing. I do not want the bombing waylaid. I want it stopped. What? It's not contaminated. This
It's locked
is a
from the
wildlife
inside.
preserve. These animals are not diseased. They are extremely endangered. You're not listening to me!
At least she has the good grace to look sad about it. This is her life work, her life's work, yada yada, I get it.
Hey, Dad. This looks like an intercom up here.
What? Where? Good find, honey. Laura, it's me, Jerry. Laura?
Jerry, I hear you, and I'm glad you're here. This is gonna be a lot easier now.
What have you been doing?
We're gonna stop the bombing, Jerry. This island must be preserved.
We can't stop the bombing. Can't stop the party, can't stop the bombing.
I have taken the remaining survivors hostage. There are 4 others, 3 Americans and 1 Costa Rican. I won't let them go unless the plans to bomb the island are completely rescinded.
I think the official story that people have been given regarding the island is that it's like... is that it was like some like horrific disease or, you know, contaminated nuclear... I think maybe like a nuclear thing. So at this point, they just... I don't think the bombing can be stopped.
How dare you leverage us as pawns? We want off the island. Help us or let us go.
5 people are better than 1. Protesting is a game of measurable attrition.
Protest? My God, this isn't a political maneuver? You're putting us in danger to serve your own agenda? We deserve a chance to survive. Think about Jess, Laura. This isn't something you want on your conscience.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I need you here.
Laura...
Billy, will InGen stop the bombing?
Doubt it. InGen is not the one dropping bombs, it's the US military. And the contingency is based around a biohazard cover story.
Yeah.
She may just be delaying the inevitable.
If you don't offer me some sort of guarantee that the island will be preserved, I will have to escalate matters. This is lunacy! Fine, put the military on the phone. Hello? Hello? You want to see contamination of the global ecosystem?
Laura...
Laura, there are other options here.
Holding us against our will to save the dinosaurs is only one poorly thought out solution. You're smarter than that, Laura.
I know, Jerry. I know what I'm doing. I clearly expressed the consequences of threatening this island. I scored a line in the sand that has been ignored and trampled over by InGen, by the government, and now I exercise my resolve.
That's admirable, but
Laura?
stupid.
I'm going to free the mosasaur.
Are you mad? A land dinosaur paddling to the mainland is one thing, but you're talking about releasing an apex predator into over 70% of the global ecosystem.
It's only one. It can be recaptured.
Before it eats the last of the humpbacks?
Oh, don't be dramatic.
Laura, don't.
Laura. She really is just a great big ol' hippie.
Plan B.
All right, Yoder.
Stand back!
This is so awkward. Like, his motion is so awkward. It's like he's doing some strange dance. There we go.
I'm sorry, Jerry. For the sake of this island and the scientific treasure it holds, I have been forced to take an action.
It's not too late. We can reverse this.
No. I locked the system down. There's nothing you can do. I've opened the gates and the mosasaur is free to leave.
Laura, you have to—
No, Jerry, this isn't up for debate. We have to show InGen—
Look out!
Oh! No! Laura! Laura! Get out of the water! Get out of the water!
Get out of the water!
Get out of the water, Laura!
Damn it! What were you thinking?
All right, everybody, be cool. And stay away from the window.
Be cool?
That's right. What, you want an I told you so? I don't know about you, but I came here to make a phone call.
How horrific is that? She got killed by the thing that she released. The irony is just terrible.
Hello, this is William Yoder, ID 4122. Put me through to Haskell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, the U.S. Embassy. Report as follows. The island is completely overrun. Alpha team killed in action, save one, myself. Bravo team killed in action. 2 helicopters disabled. 2 civilian casualties. I have access to a seaworthy boat and I will evacuate the remaining survivors. Yes, sir. The military may proceed. 90 minutes. Understood, sir.
At least the door opens.
What's happening? Who did you call?
That's far enough.
What?
You're not coming with me. There's going to be a tragic accident, Jerry. Nima, we have
Jesus
everything we
Christ.
need. We're finishing this without them.
What?
Why?
No.
What do you mean, no? We've got an agreement, remember?
Our agreement doesn't involve killing Jerry and Jess.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, Jerry. I was sent here to retrieve dinosaur embryos from InGen.
I don't understand. You're a corporate spy?
Yes.
Damn it, Nima! I trusted you!
It's not like that. Yoder took the can. He wants it for himself. I'm trying to help you and Jess.
What can?
A can of shaving cream. It has a compartment to smuggle the embryos off the island.
Damn it, Nima. You're blowing it!
No, you are. Oscar put his faith in you. He may have been a devil, but he wore his sins on his arm for everyone to see. You are just a mask with nothing behind it.
No, you can't do this! Don't you care? Don't you care about Oscar or Decaf?
That's enough! Everyone stay back! I'm gonna give you a sporting chance here.
Billy,
Once
wait.
I let go of the spoon, there ain't no coming back.
Don't do this!
Up!
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, get up!
Run. Run, 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 run. Ow! Don't bang your head, Jerry. It's counterproductive. Go! What a shitty situation to be in.
Is anybody hurt? Is everyone alright?
You mean, besides being trapped in this bubble by that desgraciado, we're as good as dead?
Don't say that. Somebody might, somebody will come for us.
Oh, Jerry. Yoder left us here. He'll take the boat and not tell anyone about us.
Maybe he won't take the boat.
He has the canister. He knows where the boat is.
He, doesn't have the canister.
What?
I'm sorry. I promise not to steal anymore.
Okay,
But
that one's a freebie.
Jerry, look!
Oh, great. Just great.
Why is it flooding?
Must be the damage to the door. We're losing air pressure. This place will flood right up to the highest hole in the room. Damn it! Even if we could open the door against the pressure, the whole rotunda is flooded. There's nowhere to go.
Wait a second. I remember. Maybe there still is a way out. If we swim.
Swim? We won't make it 20 feet with that mosasaur swimming around.
Maybe. Look at that pipeline. It leads out of this lagoon. There are caves at the far end. Those caves connect to others that lead back to the beaches. We use the pipeline as cover.
And you think we can hold our breath the whole way?
Dad, look! There's diving gear.
No. We don't know the first thing about scuba diving.
I do.
What?
We have to distract the mosasaur. Figure something out and meet us back down here.
Scuba diving?